Hello.
Hi. I forgot to do
Uh,
something before we recorded. Nothing that's gonna stop us. I just want to see how long we have until my birthday. I think this is 2 episodes prior. So we got one coming out
oh
next
shit,
week.
yeah.
This will be the 23rd, 30th,
Yeah, you're right.
7th. Hey, we got a couple. Yeah.
So, they announced Spaceballs 2 today.
I scrolled past that and was a little confused. I thought it was like one of those AI things, and I didn't actually click it and read it.
So, yeah, it's a long it's basically it's a scroll of like the Star Wars beginning
Mm.
storyline scroll. And it's basically saying like it's been 38 years since we made Spaceballs, and since then there have been a prequel, a sequel, a prequel to the sequel, a sequel to the all the Harry Potter, the entire Harry Potter series, all the Jurassic Park movies, all of the, and then they're like, and there's only been one Spaceballs until now, and then it's I think Mel Brooks saying like, we asked what the fans wanted and all that stuff, and so we decided that we're doing this instead.
Sick.
So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
It could be
I just thought
good
it's pretty funny
for
as fuck.
sure. It could for sure be good. The original was fucking hilarious. So just curious what they're gonna
I
do.
mean, yeah. To be fair, it's one of those things where I imagine with a guy of that director's level and caliber, he wouldn't do it unless he really was like, all right, this is the right way to do it. Also, if they get Rick Moranis back,
Dude, that would be amazing if they got him back. Like, I
so that's because that's the thing is it,
yeah,
you have to.
I feel like I mean he stopped acting because his wife passed away and he took care of his kids, but it has
His kids are definitely
his
grown.
kids are grown up. I mean, unless he just doesn't
Make
want to
them
do it anymore.
cameos as random people.
Yeah. Ugh. It,
I mean, I don't know. That'd be interesting. It has to have it. If he's not in it, then it really will be a little disappointing. Obviously, there's certain characters they can't have in it because they died, or at
yeah.
least the characters will be in it, but the actors.
Yeah.
Um, but realistically, like you can probably get most of those characters back to at least do some cameos, and then make the main people whoever.
Yeah. I,
That's the thing is they have all these other trilogies and shit to go off of now, so they could who which story does he do an Anakin story? Does he do a Rey story? He probably has to do a Rey story to
yeah.
continue because Han's in it.
Yeah, I feel like he'd have to. The actor that played fucking what was the Han Solo parody? What the fuck was his name?
Um, fuck on YouTube or where? I'm trying to remember.
Not on YouTube. No, the actor in Spaceballs. The guy who played Lone Star.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Bill Pullman's
yeah, Lone
still
Star
I mean Bill
alive.
Pullman's still alive and still acting. John Hurt passed away unfortunately.
Yeah,
I think is Brenda Strong still
George
alive?
Carlin passed away. Maybe.
Tony Cox passed too, I believe. So did Ed Gale.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of them, honestly. But like, as long they have the Han Solo guy,
Yeah. Fucking Lone
I
Star.
think it's all right.
John Candy passed, so Barf's gone.
Yeah. No, honestly, they'll probably like do a spin-off where it's his kid
Yeah.
if they have him or something. But it would. I mean, obviously, yeah, they're gonna find a way to do it right. I assume because you don't do a movie after this long.
Do you know what would
I
be
think
wild?
what.
If instead of doing a comedy, like he fully did like the old
Oh, the Star
legends,
Wars
like
movie.
the old extended universe before it became not canon, and then we got like the sequels that we wanted, like because those books were fucking insane, man.
It'd be so funny. He gives us the Star Wars movie we've actually wanted forever, and Disney's just like, "What? No,
Yeah.
no."
That would be fucking wild, and it would.
Oh my
In
God.
all honesty, that would be like one of the greatest bits ever. Like you come back and do like a full-fledged like this is a sequel to Star Wars that's not the sequel to Star Wars. It'd be fucking wild, man.
But then there's
God, my
also
fuck-
just Lone Star.
Yeah, well, I
With
mean, Bill
Lone Star.
Pullman's a good
That's his
fucking
only
actor
added guy.
anyway. Like he's done some serious shit. Yeah, but as Lone Star.
As Lone Star. He's just like, this is real. Fuck. He's just dodging bullets. No, that's so good. Oh, man. I'm excited for that, though. Because, yeah, that happened, honestly, about, like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours before we got on here.
Yeah,
So,
I was waiting on an operator at work and I was scrolling and saw it. And I was like, there's been a lot of like AI things like, sequel to this movie, sequel to this movie. And then there's also been like, we're going to make Happy Gilmore 2. And like, it's not really movies that people want. But I scrolled past that and was like, that's kind of a movie I would want. That's got to be fake. Cool to know it's not.
yeah. No, I mean, honestly, I'm excited for Happy Gilmore 2. I think there's I think the nostalgia factor of it will almost like regardless, like I think it'll be decent. He got all the people back for the most part, except for anyone that's dead, obviously. But
Yeah.
like, it looks like he did a good job of like making. I mean, honestly, like I think even down to the last trailer, he has like whoever the kid is of the guy that yelled jackass.
Yeah. I
Like,
know.
I saw that and I'm like, oh my God.
I saw some trailer that Eminem's playing the heckler in it too. It looks like it could be all right. Like it'll be a funny one, but I don't think it'll have the same vibe. But also, I googled Spaceballs 2. Bill Pullman.
See, I haven't yet.
Well, I just did because I was like I have to.
Yeah.
But Bill Pullman, Bill Pullman's set to reprise his role as Lone Star, and Rick Moranis is coming back as Dark Helmet.
Bro, we're getting Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
We're getting Rick Moranis.
Like the article says like Spaceballs 2 has done the impossible already. And like the first sentence is Bill Pullman and Rick Moranis are back. I'm like, yo, that's fucking wild. Because
dude.
Bill Pullman became a pretty damn good actor, so it'd be kind of like I could understand him being like, I don't want to do that sequel, I could kind of understand it. I'd be a little like disappointed, but Rick Moranis coming back is like, it's fucking
humongous.
yeah.
Dude, it's so funny because like the last thing we've heard from him is just he got knocked out in New York by when they were just randomly punching people. Some guy just knocked out Rick Moranis.
I don't remember that.
You remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? I thought we talked about that on here too. So it was at some point, like I think this was a year or two ago, but people were just punching people in New York, like on the street randomly, and Rick Moranis got just sucker punched and knocked out on New York street just walking.
Oh shit, I don't remember that at all. No. Rick Moranis
Yeah,
punched?
no, yeah, he was. I can't remember what he was doing, but he was just walking somewhere, and some guy I don't know if they just didn't recognize, oh, this is Rick Moranis, I shouldn't hit him, or because like they were just apparently hitting random people, like it wasn't targeted. It was at the time. It was just, I think that was all happening, and then someone just didn't recognize him, which is sad.
I'd be so upset to find out that I punched Rick Moranis.
Looks at him and goes, oh no, and just run away.
Yeah.
I loved you in Little Giants. I'm sorry. And just
Texting your wife, honey, I punched Rick Moranis.
Everything.
Why are my
Everything in my life is now wrong. God, dude, Little Giants was such a good movie. Did you ever see that?
feel like I did, but I don't remember what it's about. Like I'm vaguely picturing a VHS in my head.
It's a football movie. It's a little kids. It's like this. It's a kids movie. It's Rick Moranis is the dad, and his older brother is Ed O'Neill. Playing the asshole actual football coach, and his Ed O'Neill's niece and Rick Moranis' daughter wants to try out for the football team, and he won't let her because she's a girl.
Oh, you broke up again.
So Rick Moranis,
I have seen it.
yeah. Rick Moranis' character creates a team of randoms that he finds around town of Jesus, not random. Well, randoms, but he just randomly walks around town and finds these why am I blanking on the word I'm looking for? Either way, the nerdy kids that they wouldn't let play and stuff like that, and they all join his team. She is, I forgot, I think she's the quarterback. Or she's a wide receiver or something like that. And so, it's this whole movie about they end up being the little giants, and the other team is the Cowboys. And they verse each other, and it's good movie, really good movie.
When I was imagining the VHS, like I had everything right for the cover. I just couldn't tell what the fuck it was. I was like, there's like the logo, there's two men yelling at each other, and then there's two blobs, and then I just googled it and was like, oh shit, like that's exactly it, but it's people.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking great movie. But then I was also one other old movie, fucking we've talked about it. It was Jingle All the Way. I was laughing because someone sent me someone did an AI of Arnold Schwarzenegger singing 1,000 Miles, and then on the top they had just a bunch of random footage of Arnold Schwarzenegger in his movies, and a bunch of them were fucking Jingle All the Way, and him as Turbo Man just launching around.
Nice.
And I was like, but yeah. Yeah, dude.
God, man, when's the last time you went to the theater, dude? Sonic?
I don't know.
Was it Sonic 3?
Think so. Yeah, it was Sonic 3.
That was the last time I went too.
I need to. I don't even remember movies that are coming out now that I like really want to go. That's the thing. It's like I don't even pay attention.
I mean, I really want to see Sinners. Sinners looked great. Some of it got spoiled for me a little bit because it's a good ass movie and people are excited about it. But I don't know. It looked bomb, dude. Like, looked really fucking good.
Melissa was saying she wanted to go see it.
Yeah.
We just didn't.
I thought about I was gonna try to con Cordero into going to the movies with me because his hotel is on the opposite side of the theater, so like we're like 4 minutes away. And I'm like, the theater's in the middle, man. We could go watch a fucking movie, That looks good. I heard it's been long enough. It's spoiled the new Avengers, Thunderbolts. I heard that was really good. I forgot about that. It looked really good, but I'm also kind of marveled out, man. Like, they dropped so much shit all at once where it's like I'm already so far behind, and like,
oh yeah, How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, that one I'm hopeful but very iffy on. Because the live action Lilo and Stitch, they changed so much shit, dude. Like, they made
I heard about that.
Spoilers for a movie that no one should go see, so I don't care that I'm spoiling it. They made fucking Jamba the villain. They didn't have the big shark guy. I forgot his name. They didn't have him in it. They made fucking
Oh yeah, they had got to.
yeah. They made fucking Nani like give up Lilo to go live her dream as marine biologist, even though Hawaii, like, that's free. Like, you can stay there and go to school for marine biology, like, for practically nothing. If you are a Hawaiian resident, and like, I think you actually have to be like native, it's free.
That's all right. I'm not gonna bother then. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, the other movies that are out,
As of time of recording.
as a time of recording, Materialist, Ballerina, which is
Ballerina looks okay, but I feel like that's like a watch at home kind of movie. They sponsored that derby I went to. It was wild. Like, John Wick was everywhere. Like, that was the first time I saw any marketing for it, like, at all. Which I also don't watch ads, so like that's on me. But it was wild. Like, watched like part of this roller derby, and then they were like, "Please direct your screen over here, blah blah blah. Look at this." And then I was like, "Is that fucking John Wick?" Like, yeah,
dude. I still had yet to see any of the John Wick movies.
Dude, they're so fucking fun. Like, there's a lot of like background lore, like, that isn't really explained, but like it doesn't ruin it. Like, like, they'll pop up and like he'll pay somebody with this weird gold medal coin, and you're like, okay, like, that's cool. And then like you go online and there's like a fucking 7-hour YouTube video essay about like the people's currency and what they use and what the hotel is and how the currency started, and it's like, wow, there's that much shit. Like, it's like the Lord of the Rings and the fucking whatever that book is that details all the shit about Lord of the Rings. It's like, oh, there's this much shit, but then this much shit that you're not shown that somehow still makes sense. It is fun, man. Fucking seeing Keanu Reeves run around and gun people down for killing his dog. It's hype.
Fair. There's the one Wes Anderson movie, the comedy with Michael Cera and all that.
Yeah.
It's like a train, old timey thingy.
His movies are weird.
Mission Impossible.
Another one?
Yep. The Final Reckoning. Until they have another one. And then Karate Kid Legends.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that was doing that.
I heard mixed stuff about that because like it loosely ties into Cobra Kai, but they couldn't get the rights for it, so it's like a lot of stuff that happened in Cobra Kai didn't happen. It would have been cool it would have been real cool if they had a lot of those people, but I don't know, I'm not big on Karate Kid.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that show.
I
just haven't.
I watched a few of the seasons, and then an ex got mad at me. We were watching it together, and there was like this scene where this girl was kind of playing two dudes, and like then the two dudes fought, and like somebody got really hurt, and then like everyone got mad at the guys for fighting, which rightfully so. But I was like, it's kind of her fault. Like, she did this. Like, somebody should be mad at her too. Then my ex got really mad and called me misogynistic for it, and I was like, but it was kind of her fault. Yeah, she apologized for it eventually. I was like, yeah, it is toxic masculinity, them fighting each other, but also like she kind of caused it and didn't really stop it, and was kind of, it looked like she was enjoying two dudes fighting over her. Yeah, but I never finished the series. Yeah. I got bored of it.
I don't blame you on that. And then there's the Ritual movie. It's apparently it's really scary.
Yeah.
And then Final Destination.
That one, I'll probably watch that at home, but it looked pretty good. The
I would
no
say I'm
the
not watching another.
they're fun little romps, you know. The fucking nose ring thing was weird in the trailer, where like his nose ring got stuck to the fan and it was dragging him up. I'm like, I have a nose
They
ring
did that
now,
in
and
Saw.
you'll rip that shit out. Like it'll get ripped out so quick. Your body weight's not going to be held by a fucking piercing like that, man.
No, not there. Yeah, I was like, nope. That was like you're saying that. My body's like, no. But they did that in Saw already, kind of like they put them all the things they hooked up. You know.
Yeah, true. But it is also like they did drop some new lore, and it's kind of cool. Like from what I see, like it's fun. Um, I really think they should have stopped after the last one, because that fucking plot twist was immaculate. Like
I'm trying to remember if I even saw the last one.
I watched it, and I didn't catch any of the twist until like right at the end. Like I was making fun of one of the guys walking. I was like, why is his phone so old? And then they got on a plane, and I was like, oh shit, this is in the 90s. Like this is old. Like they're oh my god. And then they cut. I'm gonna spoil it. If you don't want it spoiled, skip ahead 15 seconds. They get on a plane, and then somebody starts freaking out on the plane, and it's the original Final Destination people getting off of the plane. So like the people that survived death in the
Wow.
last movie, it was a prequel, and nobody fucking knew. Like I watched the entire thing and didn't catch it until, like I said, the very end, where I was like, why the fuck is his phone so old? And then just it clicked. I was like, holy shit. And then the old cast, like they kind of spliced it in a little bit. So they wound up dying on the plane from
Oh,
Final Destination 1. It's wild.
that's so cool.
Yeah. Hope you skipped
I'll have
15
to.
seconds ahead so I didn't spoil Final Destination 5, 6. I don't know. But it should have ended on that one, because it was like a perfect fucking loop. Like,
Yeah, I just don't even. I I don't need more random little irrational fears about shit that can kill me.
yeah, true. True.
Like, you already can't drive behind log trucks. Can't anything with any sort of thing on it. Nope. I can't. The elevator.
Yeah, dude,
The
did you see the behind the scenes on how they did that? That shit was wild.
No.
They built a practical set, like you know those the edge finders that like you can push into an edge, and it like kind of pulls back so you get the perfect curve when you're doing carpentry. The floor of the elevator was that. So like he was laying on it, and then as it went up, the wall was actually like not moving, but the elevator was coming up on him, and it kind of pushed away from his body. So it actually looked like he was getting sliced in half, because the floor was like kind of forming around him. It's wild, man. Like, yeah, like 90% practical effects, 10% like CGI to clean up the shit, and like, you know, blood splatter and all that. Fucking incredible.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of this, I feel like I've said it before but during the fifth one, when all the birds fly into the window,
Yeah.
like that happened to me. We were watching that scene, and a bird flew into the fucking window, and I was just like, no more. And then I
Yeah.
did watch, I think, the sixth one, which was there a roller coaster? Was that it?
That's the second one or third one. That the
Oh,
roller coaster is an early one. I think the bird one
yeah.
is I think the bird one's the second one. The roller coaster I think is third. Um, the racetrack is like 4, I think. Um, yeah, the roller coaster, dude. I was fucking terrified to get on roller coasters for a while after that, and also I was pissed off because like if somebody's freaking out on the ride saying it's broken, like safety protocol is to, stop and check. Like they're probably just freaking out and being a fucking, having a little breakdown, but still like protocol is like, hey, somebody said it's broken and there's bolts loose. Like, let's go check that area so we don't get fucking sued. Unless it's a carnival or a street fair. Then you're just shit out of luck.
Okay, so there is 6.
Yeah, I think the 5th one was the one that was like a prequel that looped. I don't remember the
3
start
was the
of
roller coaster.
Yeah, that was the one with the fucking tanning salon too, I think. That one fucked with me for a while, man. Yeah. And then how did they die in the second one? Like, what was the original premonition in the second one? So I remember the racetrack. I remember a subway. I think that might have been the one that looped. Roller coaster, plane.
Racetrack was I think the last one. Nope. 4th one. Never mind. Yeah, just a list of the order of them. But yeah, it's they didn't call it Final Destination 4. They called it the Final Destination, and then they did Final Destination 5.
Yeah, they did the Fast and the Furious naming fucking shit. I think the new one is Final Destination Bloodlines, which is, like I said, it added to the lore. It's kind of cool where it's like these people didn't cheat death, but like one of their like, they're a descendant of somebody who did cheat death, so like they're not supposed to be there. So death is trying to get them now too. It's kind of a cool little idea,
It's a way to do it, that's for sure.
It's a fun little movie, but like you said, I don't need any more irrational fears. Like,
I mean, dude,
fucking
that shit freaks you out.
Dude, I was terrified of that fucking press that dude was on, and he like fucking swung it up and it came down. I'm like, yeah, dude. I watched the practical effect for that too. Like, the practical effect for that, it did swing down and it stopped like right here when they filmed it, and I'm like, dude, I would not have done that, like, because it's stopping, but like, what if it doesn't?
I mean, to be fair, they're fake weights too.
True. I mean, it wouldn't actually crush them, but
they're just styrofoam weights. It would hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
it might knock him
out, man.
But
dude,
to be fair, if that was the case too, they probably made them not steel either. They're probably just like also styrofoam that's painted to look like steel. So even if it falls down and hits him in the head, it's just like, ow.
Still, I used to own.
It freaked me out.
I used to own. It was a prop. Fucking what's the term? The big ass wrench. Monkey wrench. Yeah, I had a prop monkey wrench that was like. It was made out of like foam and something else, and like it looked like a real fucking wrench, but like it was like fucking Nerf. That shit was funny. You could smack someone with it, and like, it doesn't hurt. Like, it's just a fucking foam sword. That thing was sick, man. I wish I still had it. I lost it in Move.
Dude, well, I remember for one of my favorite ones of that was Sean William Scott's death in the first one, when the train hits his car and gets out of it. He's like, yo, I avoided it, and then his head just gets cut off with with the flying metal piece. I'm like, oh my god, that's so good.
Dude, I used to play it's not a train graveyard anymore. Like, that shit runs. It's like a repair thing now. Dude, I used to play over there constantly as a kid, and then I watched that movie and was like, I don't think we should play over here anymore.
Yeah, if that could happen. Well, that like something a real version of that kind of. There was this guy that I may have said this a long time ago on the podcast, but Ryan Sickler, he has a podcast that he calls Honeydew with Y'all. It's his regular podcast, but with his actual Patreon subscribers that have gone through like really shitty things. And one of them was a coroner, and he was telling Ryan the story about this guy that committed suicide by train. But he got hit. So he got hit by the train, and it launched him into a sign that it decapitated him. And then his boot went flying so far that it hit the wall of a Starbucks, and it shattered the window that was attached to the wall.
Jesus, man. We might have to throw a trigger warning up on this one. Man,
yeah.
This wasn't a it was a they going through combat medic courses, they show you a lot of like fucked up videos. Like think of like, you know, early internet when you didn't have guidance and you could watch like people die. That's the kind of shit they showed us. But they showed us one. It wasn't a suicide attempt. It was just a dumb dude, like probably drunk. He went to dive off of kind of a pier. It was like a concrete wall. He went to dive off of that into the water.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah,
one.
He didn't dive far enough and like
smacks it.
Fully split, like predator shit, like.
But he doesn't die.
Yeah, he's talking with a fucking tube in, like wild shit, man.
Yeah, I remember that video because you hear that, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And then like he's alive. Yeah, and they just like are holding they're doing the best to hold his head together in a form. Oh my god, that's so. Yeah, every time I think about doing those cave dives, like I know a million people do them, so those are the ones I might be able to do if it's into the water, and I know it's into the water with nothing below it. But like,
even then, man,
I could never be like, oh, you have to make sure you clear that thing.
Even then, like after 30 feet, the water tension, you're hitting a hard surface, man. Like it's gonna hurt, and if you don't dive properly, like you're gonna hurt. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's guys that do that, like, oh, a belly flop, and then they die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine being there and hearing the guy go?
Well, you would hear the splat and then you would be underwater, so you wouldn't hear the rest. It would just be.
Being the guy that's the underwater worker that's supposed to help people when they crash, and they he's going, just the bubbles going.
Dude, I think I told this story on here before. I'm pretty sure I told you, but in fucking elementary school, I was trying to be cool and impress this girl I had a crush on. Like kids were doing backflips off the swing. And fucking, I was like, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I can fucking do that. And like, I did, but I did more than one full black flip. Wow, more than one full backflip. I did like 2.5, and like I was fully upside down, like, and I made eye contact with this girl, and she's like, "Oh," and then I kept going. And fucking hit the ground and skidded. Stood up and was like, I'm okay. And fucking, I ran to those little tubes like in the playground and just fucking cried in it for the rest of recess, man. Dude, it was like,
you come back, your entire
one of the
face
worst...
is just destroyed. It's crying.
No, it was the fucking stomach, man. Like I got like the equivalent of a rug burn and a bruise from hitting that hard. Like the entirety, you can't see it, but the entirety of my stomach, man. Like, yeah.
No, that's fucking brutal. I tried. I did one of those jumping off and landed flat. I've said that. I know I've said this story before, right? I called it a rikishi because I went.
Yeah, it hit the ass. Yeah,
like a power bomb. I was like, oh no, yeah, that was bad. But but then what's funny is like when you're young and you're able to just jump off a guy.
Oh
in
yeah.
the jungle gym.
And fucking just come back from it. Like I would be dead. I would be dead, man. Like, our bones are more elastic when we're younger too, but still, I'd be fucking.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I would fucking die if I did something like that today. Or I would be, bedridden for a couple days.
So, two totally unrelated things to each other. The first one, in Oblivion. So you know how they have the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, the Thieves Guild, and the Dark Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
So usually I don't do the Dark Brotherhood, right? At least for a while. I'm trying to finish the Mages one. I haven't played Oblivion for probably like a month now because I took a break. And then when I went back, I'm playing today and I finally go to sleep for the first time because I leveled up. And as I go to sleep, it does the somebody's watching you. I'm like, fuck. And then I wake up and it's the Dark Brotherhood guy started. I'm like, I don't remember who I would have killed on accident that put me into the Dark Brotherhood. And then I did remember that I accidentally came across this village of 3 people. Like, it's just 3 people in like 3 houses in a little area. And I think one of them accidentally attacked me or something. And so I like killed them. I killed one and realized he had really great loot. And so I killed the rest of them to see what the other great loot was. And then I think I meant to restart just to be like, all right, I guess that's what was there. And then I didn't. So I guess I can start the Dark Brotherhood. I'm not gonna yet, but I will eventually. I was just like, fuck. I was not planning on doing that.
I'm close to finishing Expedition 33. I'm in Act 3. I could go fight the final boss, but I want to do like everything in that game.
Yeah.
But also like I got back into the gym. I'm trying to meal prep and do everything. So it's like by the time I get back to my room, especially on recording days, it's like 7, 8 o'clock at night. So I'm like, maybe I'll play it on the weekend. But then on the weekends, I'm going to visit family or I'm back home and doing stuff at home. So I'm like, maybe I'll play it on a Monday. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
Next week, we do have Juneteenth off. So we tried to we were thinking about getting our travel day switched to that, but then we talked to our boss and he's like, if you do fly home Thursday, because it's the 19th, he's like, if you fly home that day, you won't get paid for Friday, but if you fly home Friday, you'll get paid for both. So we're like, all right, we'll just take a day off.
Friday it is.
Yeah. So I might that Thursday probably play a bit of that, get some stuff done, because there's a lot of like extra shit, and it's all like, I posted that picture of like the 100 and something parries that I did. Yeah, there's a lot of like intense combat that's like there's like combat that can last like half an hour to an hour, and I'm like, it's fun, but it's like, it's time consuming. Like I can't start that at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. That's like, well, and that's kind of one of the reasons I did Oblivions, because you can just kind of like basically save when you want to for the most part.
Yeah.
And the other thing, uh, absolutely unrelated, was so today during they have one of those golfing championships or something. So it started really early today, so it gave me something to watch at work.
Okay.
But it's at this course called the Oakmont. Apparently, it's the most difficult course in all of golf because like they purposely make their grass in a way that the ball rolls really fucking fast everywhere. So like these professional golfers are just like playing like shit. And it's hilarious. Like I think the guy that won Augusta, which is like the master whatever, he gets the green jacket thing. Uh
Yeah.
I think he finished today up like a +4.
Uh,
Like he
the Augusta spot.
which is like
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
the Masters. That's what it's called. The Masters.
That's the one in Augusta, Georgia. Yeah. Yeah.
That's supposed to like the basically the big golf one, and there's other ones, but like,
dude, it's a beautiful,
so, like,
beautiful course.
Thing. Well, and that's it. So the same with this one. Like the first, what I guess hilarious is the first hole, which I think they play them in reverse order at this one. Like they play 9 through 18, and then they play 1 through 9. Then, but the first number 1, which is the 9th hole, I guess, in this play, is apparently like. Before they started this, because I saw this yesterday, was a video of this guy putting from 122 feet away, and you see him just go bop, and it just kind of like rolls almost all the way, and I'm like, holy shit! Like some of these are like,
it's fucking insane.
Fucking yeah. So I was like, this is just funny because like it's like the closest to watching professional golfers golf like you.
Yeah.
Like
that's fucking insane, dude.
There's all kinds of fucking divots and shit everywhere. They were like the commentators were talking about how like the grass, if you look at some of the like the longer grass, they've raked it in a certain way that like in whichever spot of that grass it is, if from the hole, it's the most difficult, like it's all leaning one way. So that, like, if you have to shoot it towards the hole, it's, like, going to be the most in front of your ball and most in the way of your ball. And shit
some
like
drag.
That. Like,
that's fucking... Yeah.
And I was like, because you could see, like, you know, like, on the one bunker, the grass is all leaning this way. And then, like, after the loop, it's, like... I was like, that's hilarious.
That's fucking funny.
Like, seeing these dudes... Seeing a guy like just get like a double bogey and he's just like, fuck, that's 2 over par. But like, they're like really good dudes. Like they're like, this guy like won this or came in second place last year and he's like up 6 right now in the first round, and they're all like, I don't know. It's just fun to watch like really good golfers play like shit.
Dude, it's a little humbling, but then when you know like the course, like you're like, oh, I would suck ass on that, like in comparison for sure. But it is nice, yeah.
Yeah, like I just when I'm watching one of the guys, like it was funny. He like, I saw this video. It wasn't this course, but there was a random guy that was like, here's how you shoot 12 on a par 4 or whatever like that. And it's just this like, it's an animation of the shots and where they land, and him explaining through Twitter explanation like his mindset behind each shot that failed. And you just see him like, first shot hits it behind a tree, hits the tree trying to get it out from behind the tree, hits it into like this terrible spot, hits it into the lake, and then hits it into the lake 3 more times after that, then finally hits it somewhere close to on the green, and then into the hole. I was like, I'm fucking sitting there like Melissa was trying to talk about something, but I'm just watching this animation and reading it, crying, laughing at like imagining this golfer like in every like he's probably got to have like broken a whole golf club just fucking trying to do this shit.
Yeah.
Like that's so I don't know. I it should not have been that funny to me. Like I was sitting there almost crying, laughing, and I'd be like, I literally go like, hold on, babe, hold on. Like I was dead. I was gone for like 3 seconds. It's like it's not that funny, but it is.
That's like watching.
That's my last tangent.
I used to watch tennis back when I played, and like seeing people play on grass courts or like soft clay. Like the ball bounces completely different. Like there was one, I could probably find the video, but it was fucking hilarious. This dude has one of the strongest serves, and like he served the ball. It was on a clay court, and the guy who was receiving like went to swing, and the ball wasn't there, and he's like, "The fuck?" And everybody's looking around like, "Where'd the ball go?" It's in the clay. Like it didn't bounce nothing. It just
hot.
It fucking drove into the ground and fucking stayed. Like, you know, it's fun watching that because it's like, oh, they play like me because the ball bounces differently and they can't do the math in their head like they usually do.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Yeah, to like wrap it up, there's that show Joe versus Smo
Yeah, yeah.
where they took I think it was like either retired or like veteran athletes, baseball, football, all these players, and they had a verse just random guys. And it is funny to just watch these dudes, like especially the football ones when they're trying to like tackle and they just get smoked, or catch a ball and realize like, no, that punt ball is fucking incredibly difficult, and if you don't catch it right, you're breaking a finger.
Yeah.
Like, no bueno, man. But let's say we I could tell we are tired today.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly might skip the gym and just cook dinner and go to bed. I'm fucking exhausted today, man.
You should. Yeah, Melissa got home pretty late on Tuesday, and so we went to bed late Tuesday, and then yesterday we tried to go to bed at a decent time, but we still didn't. And I was like, fuck. Like, we even got in bed like an hour and a half earlier than we planned to. Just lay there and get tired, and then we still didn't go to bed at a decent time. I was like, so we're feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Except they did send me home early today. They sent us home at 1. Or, well, they sent people home, and I voluntarily left at 1. But, like, I guess they were saying we might not have to work. Someone was hoping we might not work tomorrow because of engines. I was like, that would be a nice surprise. But I don't know. Anyways, we're just talking about off podcast shit. But
yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. We love you guys. Have a great week. And be nice to those that deserve it.
And fight those that don't. Bye.